You won't believe the sequence of decisions unfolding behind the scenes at Liverpool. Everything is happening at once, and players we never imagined leaving Anfield already have their destinations practically set. All of them are at the center of a major shakeup that could completely change the future of the Reds. The board has taken a stance that left part of the fanbase in shock. And while Jurgen Klopp works behind the scenes to pull a key player from the squad, Real Madrid, Napoli, Barcelona, and even RB Leipzig are already moving to sign players who haven't even had the chance to show their full potential in a Liverpool shirt. Yes, it's true. A former manager is requesting transfers. Key players are refusing to renew their contracts, and some are already planning their exits. And the craziest part? This exodus isn't happening by accident. Behind all this movement is a bold plan, involving millions of euros and a high-stakes bet on a top European striker, someone who could become the next big name in Liverpool's attack. To make that happen, Liverpool is reportedly ready to sell Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez to fund the deal. Pay close attention, because the news you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew about this new era at Liverpool. Subscribe to the channel and help us hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Turn on the notification bell, and let's get to the main story. According to the British press, hold on to this bombshell that's going on behind the scenes of European football, my fellow Liverpool supporter. Our beloved Jurgen Klopp, that genius who turned Liverpool into a machine of titles and emotion, the guy who made Anfield tremble, is pulling strings to try to make a signing that, look, could shake up the future of our squad. Yes, that's right. Klopp is backing the departure of the young and promising Harvey Elliott, that skillful midfielder who has already worn the red shirt over 50 times and was expected to be one of the pillars of our midfield. RB Leipzig, the Red Bull club in Germany with a very aggressive and modern playing philosophy, has their eye on this talent. And the craziest part is that Klopp, who today is not just a coach but actually the head of global football operations at Red Bull, meaning he holds power and influence there, is personally pushing for Leipzig to close the deal. He knows Elliott like few others, saw the kid grow, play freely, and show he has plenty of football to carry that shirt. But after Arne Slot took charge of Liverpool, things changed. Harvey lost his spot, became a backup, entered that tough phase every player sometimes faces when the coach has a different plan and ends up preferring other names. So Leipzig, being smart, saw the opening and wants to take advantage. They want Elliott to build a young, technical team with a future, and that's exactly the profile the player fits. The German club is willing to bet big, thinking long-term reinforcement. The European market is paying close attention because besides Leipzig, other English clubs are also monitoring our youngsters' situation. The European summer promises to be hot, with a battle to see who takes Liverpool's talent. But what really stands out is the pressure Klopp is applying behind the scenes. It's not just a player recommendation, my friend, it's a heavy push, the kind only our manager knows how to give. He knows what he's doing and is trying to clear the path for Elliott's exit. Maybe because he believes it's better for the player and also for Liverpool, which needs to keep strong, fast, and aggressive. Now tell me something, supporter. Is Klopp's strategy, mixing power and vision of the future, the right path for Harvey Elliott? Or does our prospect still have a lot to prove wearing that red shirt that weighs so much on the chest? Will he find more space and shine in Germany? Or should he fight here with all he's got to reclaim his place in the Reds team? According to the British newspaper Mirror, things are heating up behind the scenes, Liverpool fan. And the name on everyone's lips is none other than Darwin Nunez. Yes, the Uruguayan striker who's already found the net at Anfield is now eyeing a new challenge, and it's not just any team. Napoli, the current Italian giant, has entered the race hard and wants to take the number 9 to play in Italy. And the kicker? Darwin is itching to go. The European media is certain. Darwin is very keen on a move to Serie A and has even prioritized a deal with the Neapolitans. He wants to wear blue, fight for the Scudetto, and be the man up front. But then, my friend, Liverpool steps in. And as always, our club isn't willing to make it easy. The message is clear. Want him? Pay up. The Reds made it clear they won't let the striker go for just pocket change. Napoli's last offer? Around 41 million euros plus bonuses. And what did Liverpool do? They refused immediately. The board was firm, saying they want between 50 and 60 million euros, plus fixed bonuses. And look, converted, that's over 526 million Brazilian reais. That's Premier League money, partner. It's not just any change from the Italian treasury that's going to take our player without a fight. The board's idea is simple. Even if Darwin isn't in Arne-Slot's main plans for next season, he's still a valuable asset. And Liverpool wants to justify the investment made back then. No off-season clearance sales here. Want the Uruguayan? You'll have to open your wallet wide. And while Napoli tries to negotiate, lower their offer, and persuade here and there, Liverpool stands firm. Darwin doesn't come cheap. And deep down, we know that even with ups and downs, the Uruguayan has plenty of talent. That warrior spirit, that relentless running, and that hunger for goals can still be useful, whether for us or to bring in a good profit. Now I ask you, fan, is it worth selling Darwin Nunez right now for a hefty sum? Or would it be better to give him one more chance to prove he can be the striker we expected? Would you send him to Napoli? Or keep this beast for another season at Anfield? According to the European press, hold on to this, Liverpool fan, because the market is heating up at Anfield, and our club might be about to pull off one of those game-changing moves that shake up the attack. The name on everyone's lips? Victor Gyokeres, the Swedish striker who tore apart defenses in Portuguese football with Sporting. But for his arrival to become reality, two key players might have to leave the squad. Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez. Yes, two big names could be saying goodbye to make way for a new era at the Reds. The board's plan is clear and straightforward. Sell well to invest big. Darwin already has advanced talks with Napoli, and it's no secret that the Italians are drooling over the Uruguayan's football. On the other side, Barcelona wants to snatch Luis Diaz from Anfield with a tempting offer. The interest is real, and both players know it. If the offers please the club, Liverpool won't hold anyone back. And you know why? Because the main target for the offensive overhaul answers to only one name, Gyokeres. And this is no guess. Hey? Liverpool has already started talks with Sporting to iron out the details of the negotiation. The Portuguese, as expected, stood firm and dropped the bomb. A release clause of 80 million euros, around 513 million Brazilian reais. Is that a scary amount? Of course. But let's be honest, if we sell Darwin and Diaz for good fees, this investment becomes a bargain compared to what Gyokeres can deliver on the pitch. The Swede is 27 years old, at his physical and technical peak, and fits perfectly into the style Arne-Slot wants for the new Liverpool. He has strength, mobility, goal-scoring instinct, and presence in the box. He's that modern striker who can battle defenders but also drop back to play, create space, and combine with Salah. And best of all, Gyokeres wants to come. He's already told Sporting he wants to leave this window and seize the chance to wear the red jersey and play in the Premier League very positively. Behind the scenes, what's being said is that Liverpool has been the fastest to push talks forward so far. The interest is serious, the project is concrete, and if the money comes in from the possible sales, the Reds will go full force for the deal. Arne-Slot knows he needs an impact name up front, and the Swede fits the ideal profile, seen as a key piece to raise the squad's level. Meanwhile, the board is analyzing market moves with surgical coldness. No rushing or throwing money out the window. The plan is to wait for the outcomes with Darwin and Diaz, see how much money comes in, and only then make the final move. But one thing is certain, if Liverpool decides to sign, it will be full throttle with no looking back. Now the dilemma hangs in the air, and I throw it to you, true Red fan. Is it worth letting go of Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez to back an attack with Victor Gyokeres and Salah? Has the time come to turn the page and bet on a new name to be the respected number 9 this team needs? Or can we still trust that Darwin and Diaz will finally explode wearing the Reds shirt? Because what's shaping up is a cycle change, and you know that when Liverpool really moves, the football world stops to watch. According to journalist Santi Auna, the latest bombshell has shaken the hearts of Liverpool fans, and it's no exaggeration to say it marks the end of an era for our defense. The big defender Ibrahima Konate has made his decision. He will leave the Reds at the end of his contract, and the board is already aware that there's no turning back. The Frenchman, who arrived as one of Europe's top defensive prospects and wore the red shirt with passion, wants a change of scenery. And do you know the most likely destination? None other than Real Madrid. That's exactly what you read. Fan. After Alexander-Arnold's departure this summer, another pillar of the squad is saying goodbye to Liverpool, and Konate didn't even entertain talks about renewing. He refused the board's attempts and made it clear. He wants to become a free agent, test the market, and carefully choose where to continue his career. And look, there are European giants circling. Real Madrid has been in contact with the players' camp for months. The Merengues see Konate as the ideal replacement to keep their defense solid for the coming years, and with his age, plus Premier League and Champions League experience under his belt, the Frenchman has become a priority at Santiago Bernabeu. In Spain, there's even talk of a deal in progress, with total optimism behind the scenes at the White Club's board. And Konate? Excited. Very excited. According to sources close to the player, he believes that moving to La Liga could be the boost in visibility and value his career needs. More titles, more spotlight, and, of course, the chance to wear one of Europe's heaviest jerseys. But hold on, Real isn't alone in this fight. PSG has also entered strongly, willing to offer a millionaire salary to convince the defender to return to France. The Parisian board sees him as a pillar for defensive renewal and is ready to bid hard in the auction. But for now, Madrid still leads comfortably, because let's be honest, the lure of the white shirt carries weight. And Liverpool? Well, it seems the club has already switched gears. With the renewal rejected and the player's decision made, the focus now should be on finding an adequate replacement, which, needless to say, won't be easy. Konate, despite some injuries along the way, has always been an important piece in defense and a trusted name on the field. Arne Slot, who already lost pieces in attack, now sees the backline breaking up as well. Now I ask you, fan, is Konate right to seek individual glory outside Anfield, or should he have stayed to be an idol and leader in this new phase of Liverpool? Is Real Madrid really the ideal path, or will the Frenchman miss the weight and passion of playing at Anfield, with the fans pushing until the last minute?
According to an exclusive interview with the Liverpool Echo, Liverpool president Tom Werner broke his silence and opened his heart about the departure that still pains the fans' souls. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid. Yes, fan, it's official, it's real. Our number 66, the Anfield boy, has become a Galactico. And the Reds, supporters? Some of them remain inconsolable. The truth is, Arnold, even though he was a homegrown player, left jugador many didn't expect. At just 26 years old, in his prime, he decided not to renew his contract and left for free, heading straight to the biggest European rival of the last decade. The result? Besides a technical lole at right back, there was also an emotional void. And Tom Werner, visibly shaken, summed it up well. We are disappointed. But hold on, the speech wasn't used full of regrets. The president made sure to remind everyone who Alexander-Arnold is in Liverpool's history. He recalled that brilliant corner against Barcelona in 2019, the one that became a symbol of Anfield's mystic. He spoke about the professional attitude of the fullback until the very last day of his contract, and even shared about a recent meeting with the player and CEO Billy Hogan, where Arnold himself saw a photo of when he was just a kid in the club's youth academy. It was a very special moment, said Werner, clearly emotional. And it don't stop there. The president also emphasized that there are no hard feelings, even with some of the angriest fans. He understands the fans' pain, and how cold they not. But has get everyone to turn the page. Now it's time to move on and look for a suitable replacement, he declared. And here lies the challenge. How do you replace one of the best fullbacks of the generation, a fan idol, rest at home and with total identity with the club? Arne Slot, the Reds' new manager, had also spoken openly. He called Arnold not just a great person, but also a very, very good fullback. But he made it clear, Liverpool will rise again. Werner repeated the same confidence. When an excellent player lives, another excellent player will come. What remains from all this, fan, is a mixture of gratitude, disappointment, and a little bit of resentment. Because seeing a symbol of our recent history wearing white at Santiago Bernabeu, smiling next to Florentino Perez, is hard to swallow. But now the burning question. Did Liverpool do the right thing letting Arnold leave for free? Or should they have done everything to keep one of the greatest fullbacks in their recent history? And more, who do you see as having the potential to take on this legacy in the new era under Arne Slot's command? Because the game goes on, but the scars remain.